Hey, what's up guys, conas Now today we're taking a look at another of the new update 18.5 items, which is of course the new melee weapon, the Lesion. It is a Tipedo styled infested polearm which visually looks great. I really like its looks anyway. It's the one thing that I really enjoy about using the weapon. Now to craft the Lesion you will need to sacrifice your Tipedo if you have one, and to build the Tipedo of course you will need to sacrifice a bow and a kunai. So the Lesion takes a lot to craft. It's probably right up there with the Achigara in terms of crafting costs in the game at the minute, but is it actually worth it? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Stat wise it is a mastery rank 7 polearm that deals 100 base damage, most of which is slash, and it's got a terrible crit chance of 5%, so a berserker build is only really viable if you say run with blood rush or maiming strike, which might just take up too many mod slots for some players and kind of lower its overall damage output, but it's your weapon so build it how you prefer to play with it. Now the Lesion has however a 30% base status chance, so it's a status weapon, which some players love status weapons and other players will avoid status weapons like the plague. Now it comes with 1v polarity and it has the shortest reach of all polearms in the game, so maybe a primed reach or a reach mod if you feel like you need it as well. It is a unique melee weapon however, and very much like the new dual Toxicist, it has its own built-in passive buff. The passive buffs for the Lesion are a 20% increase to your attack speed and a guaranteed toxin proc whenever you inflict a status proc on enemies. So because of its high status chance, this buff goes off a lot. And the buff lasts for 5 seconds, it also doesn't stack and you will need to wait for the buff to drop off before you can reapply it with another status proc. I'll be honest, having these passive buffs on weapons is a really nice feature and I'm really liking the fact that they're adding these to weapons in the game. I mean, imagine if some of your favourite melee weapons in the game right now had a 5-second passive buff. Imagine your Nakana Prime with these buffs built in, or your dual cleavers, or whatever your favourite melee weapon is, whether it's the Sindo Prime or the Autos Prime or whatever, you get what I mean. Weapon would be a lot more powerful if it had built-in passive buffs. The toxin proc from the buff will become a corrosive or a viral proc when the Lesion is modded for corrosive or viral, as toxin is of course part of that combination. However, combined with say a magnetic build or a radiation build, of course the toxin proc will be its own element. Now the weapon itself I guess is kind of a side grade to the Autos Prime, and the Autos Prime has a much larger reach and a much higher crit chance as well. So if you prefer the Autos Prime then by all means stick to it. However, the buff the Lesion gives you is incredibly nice and really effective. Having close to 100% status chance on this weapon, or fully modding it so you have 100% status chance, is really nice and keeps that passive buff up all of the time. But you guys can let me know, like I said, what you think of the Lesion in the comment section below and everything about it. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks for watching.
Come along with me. I'll show you.